It's just another beautiful day. I'm just giving thanks and praise for a beautiful day to be above ground and having a good time. Listen, this resisting, it gotta stop. My opinion is that if it keep going the way it's going to be a race war. If it keep going the way it is going, it's going to be a race war between black and white. Because this lady at YMCA come early and have a seat and sit down. No, this white lady always sit in that seat. But she came late and she wanted the lady to move so she can get her regular seat. Woman said, I'm not moving. I came here first. You weren't here. I'm sitting here. And well, it didn't really escalate, but the white lady called the cops on the black lady and tell the black lady she had to move. Anyway, folks, watch the video.
So it caused me to move from this chair. See? We're dealing with a Karen, and they feel like that I'm just supposed to move. They don't have reserved spots. So they has called the police in here to make me move. So they're bringing the police in to make me move. That's Officer, what's your name? Blanks. That's Officer Blanks and Officer Whitmore. So they have brought the policeman in here to cause me to move for this Caucasian lady. They want me to move over. They told Jordan.
They want you to leave the lie altogether. I was trying to tell you this, right?
Jordan told me that there are no reserved spaces in here. So why would they want me to leave the YMCA? And I respectfully told them to tell this Caucasian lady to move over, but they will not cause the Caucasian lady to move over. So now I'm the one disrupting the class. Facebook family and friends.
If you don't leave, you're going to go to jail for trespassing. Okay, so you need to leave.
So now they're causing me that I'm going to go to jail because of trespassing, because I'm sitting here in this spot, but this Caucasian lady will not move.
Maya, all you have to do is just listen to us.
So now they're just telling me to move, but they won't tell this white lady over here. They won't tell. So I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave because the police officer asked me to leave. But mind you, this will not be the end of it, because I will be back here tomorrow, a Wednesday, and I will be sitting here tomorrow. So until they can get it straight, then I guess that. Okay, let my husband get my things. Honey, get my things. Oh, look at this. Now they got 3 police officers in here. Connor, Whitmore, Blanks. Honey, get my things, please. So they're forcing me out. Facebook family and friends, I want you to see that they're forcing me out, but they're not forcing that. See the Caucasian lady right there? The Karen? And they asked me to move, but they wouldn't ask the white woman to move. They asked me to move, but they wouldn't ask the white lady to move.
Have you addressed this situation to a further situation where it hadn't had to be? So this is
I didn't get that for me. That's okay. Don't apologize to me. Do not apologize. I am not frustrated. They tried to put words in my mouth. I'm not frustrated. I'm leaving the premises. My husband is getting my belongings, and we're going to leave. But this will not be the end of this. I will pursue this further. Facebook family, I want you to see. I want you to see Officer Blanks, Officer Whitmore, and Officer Connor. So they are forcing me to leave the class for this Caucasian lady. arrest me. Look at that. They're threatening to arrest me because I would not move out of the spot because I got there first. So the white lady comes in and they want me to move over for this white lady. See? See where we are? See South Boston? This is South Boston for you. And this is not just South Boston. This is the racist people that we have to deal with wherever we are. You got the racists. We have the racist ones. We have the bigots. We have racists. We have bigots. So here we are. We're here to leave in front of the YMCA. But I will be back here Wednesday. And we will do whatever we need to do. They're escorting me out because they want me to move out of my spot. But this is not the end of it.
Just deleted my YMCA membership. And please excuse me moving forward. There might be some slurred speech. There might be a little bit of anger. I'm absolutely livid. I'm furious. Yesterday, I watched a video of a black woman who was asked to give up her seat at a class by a white woman who had the history of sitting in that same seat for a prolonged period of time and believed that she was so entitled to that seat that she asked this woman to move. After the altercation further presumed, it came to the conclusion that this white woman believed that if this seat was not given up by this black woman who was sitting down in a chair, that the police needed to be called, and they were. I believe the number of police who escorted this African-American / black woman out of the building was a total of 5. 5 police officers escorted this woman out of the building. The Pilates instructor, I believe it was Pilates or whatever the class that they were taking, began to say that they would not move forward with conducting the class until this black woman got out of that seat. I don't care that YMCA hasn't released an apology. I don't care that YMCA hasn't released a statement and said that they stand with African Americans. Fuck your I stand with you bullshit. White companies and white individuals who support these corporate companies committing these absolutely disgusting racist atrocities onto black and POC individuals in the United States of America cannot be something that we as black people continue to support over and over again in this economy, which is why my membership was deleted and which is why I can no longer step foot in another YMCA again. And this is one company that pushes for division, that pushes for equality. That was the first company where I could go that I could see a black, Asian, Indian, Latino, and white person all in the same space and be treated equally and fairly. And this does not go to say that the individuals that are working inside of that establishment do not push YMCA's overall mission statement. But for YMCA and the individuals who work there to not report these
Cancel your YMCA membership after hearing what happened to a 72-year-old black woman in Virginia. And the story might sound eerily familiar. Her name is Maria Spooner, a grandmother and longtime YMCA member. She walked into her fitness class in South Boston, Virginia, and sat down like anyone else would, and was ready to exercise. And first and foremost, before we even get there, this class is open seating. Anyone can sit anywhere in this room that they like. Then a white woman walked in and wanted the very seat that Mrs. Spooner was already sitting in. Instead of telling the other woman to sit in another place, YMCA staff told Mrs. Spooner to move. She refused? Because why should she? She was there first. Here's what makes this incident even worse. The woman who wanted the seat didn't speak to her politely. She was cussing, sticking out her tongue, flipping Mrs. Spooner off, and acting childish and downright disrespectful. Meanwhile, Mrs. Spooner stayed calm, dignified, and firm. She live streamed the whole ordeal to her Facebook page so people could see it for themselves. And if all this sounds wildly familiar, it should. We all grew up learning about Rosa Parks, who refused to give up her seat on a bus in 1955. That act of courage helped spark the civil rights movement. But here we are in 2025, and another black woman, 72 years old, is being told to give up her seat. Not on a bus this time, but in a gym class. And when she stood her ground, the staff staff didn't stand with her. They called the police. Multiple police officers showed up and escorted her out, while the disruptive behavior of the other woman was completely ignored. Mrs. Spooner's family and her community have posted outside the YMCA demanding accountability. The YMCA admitted they fell short of their values, but that's not accountability. That's PR. And I'm known for saying history doesn't repeat itself, but it often rhymes. This may have just blown that statement out of the water. From Rosa Parks in 1955 to Mrs. Spooner in 2025, Black women are still being called to give up their seats, still being treated as if they are the problem. The only difference? Now they can live stream their injustice in real time. The question is, what are we going to do about it? Let me know your thoughts and whether or not you'll be keeping that YMCA membership. I will link the interaction right down here so you can go and check it out for yourself. And until next time, free Congo, free Sudan, and free Palestine.
M.C.A. Chair incident with the black woman and the white woman was fueled by racism, because as the cops continued to come into the class to trespass this black woman who has a membership to the studio, the fucking instructor continued to instruct the class. The class went on as this altercation happened. And as a group fitness instructor who's coached over 1,300 classes, when there is an actual emergency, you stop class. I've had to stop class twice in my career. Once was for a medical emergency. We had to stop class. And the second was from the ceiling in my studio caving in from a water leak. And we had to stop class. And these were actual emergencies that I stopped the class. And if the police were coming into my class, I would stop it. The arguments over seats. And that is just how I know the whole incident, the whole conflict was fueled by racism.
As someone who has been a fitness instructor for 9 years and had the same situation occur in one of my classes, the YMCA handled that situation terribly. I'm going to tag the video below in case you haven't seen it yet, but very long video short, or the gist of what happened at the YMCA was that this was a fitness class. It is open seating, public seating. There are no reserved seating. A black lady comes in first, gets a spot. A white lady who has been coming to the same class gets into the class afterwards and is insisting that the black woman moves to a different seat because the white woman wants that seat. The instructor, several people from the YMCA, several of their staff members are badgering the black woman. She was mad at me that I did not force the girl to give up her bike, and she never took another class with me again. So that's how that situation shook out. But the YMCA was absolutely wrong for that. They should not have called the cops on that lady. It was giving Rosa Parks. And if she sues, I hope she gets every penny, because that was wrong of them.
It's not that serious. She should have just moved her seat. It's clear to me that some of y'all never knew your black grandmother from the South, or your northern black grandma whose family and roots stem from the South, like most of us does. Because that woman looked like she's probably in her 80s, maybe, I'm guessing. And I could probably put money on it that she has had a lived experience, personal experience with Jim Crow and having to move for somebody Caucasian. She didn't have a choice. Legally, by law, she had to get her ass up and move. And now in the year of 2025, she ain't gotta go no fucking where. And off of principle, off GP, I'm proud of her for sitting in that damn seat. And I hope the wrath of whatever is coming down on that YMCA, them instructions, and every last person that was in that video trying to force that woman to move. I ain't going nowhere, because why I got to move? This is not the 1950s or the 1960s, and this is not Jim Crow era no more. Why would she have to move? Yeah, it's just a seat. It ain't no assigned seats. I got here first. So why would I have to move my black ass out this seat? Because this white lady who been coming here for so long, and this is her seat. Y'all just said it ain't no assigned seats. And I got here first and sat my ass down. She need to go sit somewhere else. Why are y'all talking to me? Tell her to go to this other seat. Is her name on the building? Is the gym named after her family because she did donate? Like, what is the reason that I got
A black woman that wants to be complicated, but the whole time it's not that.
I absolutely love the black woman who stood her ground at the YMCA, the racist YMCA. She stood her ground and she was flawless when she did it. They tried to say that she was flustered. You know how they try to put the angry black woman? She wasn't flustered. She held her ground. She was calm. She was emotionally intelligent. I can see that she was really offended, but she held her ground, and I'm absolutely proud. She didn't She stood on business. She stood on business. And when it came time for her to leave, she said, okay, honey, get my bags. Her husband stood there. He had her back, but he didn't say a word. He let her do her thing. And what really, really flustered me was the black people and how all of the white people ganged up on her. And she still didn't break. She still didn't break. They all ganged up on her. Then the lady started the class, and everybody was allowed in the class but her. And then the old white woman, just miserable, just full of hate. She licking her tongue, she giving her the finger. Woman looked like she about 1,000 years old, and that's how she behaved. Nobody tried to comfort. It was definitely racist. Nobody tried to, comfort her. Nobody was on her side. Everybody ganged up on her. Then they had a black people come in, the house. Man, you guys, I'm so proud of that woman, and we're gonna make anybody famous. Let's make her famous.
YMCA. If you haven't had the opportunity to see the video yet, the gist of the video is there's a black elderly woman at her local YMCA. It looks like they're in the process of having a elderly type of workout class, and she's in the class, she's sitting in a chair, and the video starts with,
Okay, folks, you got the story. Prepare yourself, be aware, be knowledgeable, and stand your fucking ground. This is not 1950. This is 2025. Stand your fucking ground. Protect you and your family all times. I'm out here. Peace out. Love.